Hello, this is Aaron Q, LMFT. I just wanted to make a video today that's a little different. My channel focuses all around just general things like health, wealth, and relationships. More so on the health end, right? Because mental health, physical health, if you're as knee-deep in practice in the somatic therapies as we are, you know that the mind is the body and the body is the mind. They're one. So if you take care of one, you take care of the other, and vice versa. And so a big part of my life since 2008 was fitness, exercise, working out, stuff like that. It's been a huge part of my just daily routine. I've been really consistent since 2008. And so that being said, in being consistent, I needed to change things up and just try different things. And so keeping it fresh is important to me because that's, while I enjoy working out and love it, I need to change it up and do different things and try different ways of working out. That's what keeps it even more fresh for me and gives me like a lot more to look forward to. So that being said, let me get in a little bit into my trajectory that I've gone, where I'm at, and then where I'm going with this. So years back, maybe about 8 years back, I had realized that full body workouts were giving me just the overall results and gains that I was looking for. Before that, I did things like bro splits and just whatever I wanted, and that kind of didn't go the direction I wanted it to. But once I started hitting full body, that changed the game for me. And so now everything I do is like in a way full body. I think full body is super important to emphasize every single workout. And it's just comprehensive. You hit everything. Your whole body is stronger. It's not separating things. It engages your core more. It uses all parts. And so what I'm going to talk about today is like this calisthenics type split that I've been working on and putting together. It's kind of a ABCDEF type split, so it's 4 exercises per. And the way I conceptualize it is a few years ago, Jeremy Ethier, shout out, he came out with this these 2 full body splits where it was like an A and a B, and the A was the posterior chain, kind of like focus on the posterior chain, even though it was a full body workout, and then the B was the focus on the front body. And ever since then, I've been conceptualizing my workouts as either like posterior body or front body. And so that's helped me to kind of stay on track and keep that balance. And so that's why I've designed these splits. And I took some ideas on this from Jeff Cavalier, Athlean-X. I did his full body zero workout back in like 2020 during COVID. So that is something I've incorporated into this as well. And also, I'll get into that. But also, I took Deck of Pain, which I'll explain in further detail because that's the spirit of these splits, into this whole 6-part split. And you can split it however you want. You can do like 1 day rest, 1 day rest. It doesn't matter. You could play around with it. You could like swap exercises within each day with one from another day that hits like the same muscle group. So you can play around with it. You can be creative with it, whatever works for you. I think that's important. Another thing I'll emphasize, if you're watching this and you're kind of like not super into fitness and maybe like level 0, just starting, I'll talk about form. Form is super important. Form is literally everything. I always err on the side of caution. I've never ego lifted. I always make sure my form's good. I always make sure, because as long as your form's good, you're not going to get hurt. You can't get hurt. You can fall over or something, but you're not going to like snap anything. It's just not going to happen if your form's good. So I'll emphasize on form. I'll emphasize on like what you're hitting with these exercises, because a lot of these exercises, they're full body movements. So you're hitting multiple like they're compound lifts in a way. You're hitting multiple muscles at once, but some you're hitting more primary and others you're hitting more secondary, and I'll explain that too. And the emphasis kind of changes, but you're hitting everything all the time. So, and I decided to go back right now to more calisthenic minded stuff, because the past few years I've just been really unhappy with where I'm at with my body fat. And so I'm just trying to recomp right now, and I think the best way to do that would be through going to calisthenics for now, and just rebuilding my core as well, my core strength. I had cancer back in 2024, 25, and I had 2 major surgeries. So when they were like stabbing a bunch of holes in me, it totally killed my core strength. I had 0 core strength. I basically had to learn how to like stand and walk again. So I've been getting that back. I'm engaging my core a lot now with my workouts, but that's something too where I need to build. I had a really good core strength before that, like really solid core strength, and I'm not quite where I was. So I think that focusing on these full body calisthenic movements will help me get there. So it's a good place to start regardless. So getting into it, right? What I'm gonna do to keep this fresh is I'm going to start with the A workout. So today's A workout is utilizing the deck of pain concept. So what the deck of pain is, which I tried it a few times, it's pretty rough. I'm not going to lie. I did it with like kettlebells, I did it with like pull-ups and dips, stuff like that. I mixed it up, but I haven't done it yet with this. So deck of pain is all you need is a card deck. All these exercises are going to be 0 equipment, no equipment necessary. All you need is a card deck for this. And the basic concept of it is you shuffle your card deck. I got it up right here. And these workouts too are also designed for busy lifestyle. If you have a busy lifestyle like myself, like I'm literally between clients right now, you could work these in. There's a reason I wear like stretchy, breathable clothes. Like this is stretchy, this is stretchy. You can knock these out. So, they're suitable to a very busy lifestyle. Deck of pain. Like I said, I've tried it with different stuff. It's hard. It's rough. I don't think it's designed for you to just finish it off the bat. You get as far as you can. What I love about the deck of pain is it's not just like 3-4 sets, like 10 exercise each set. It's not like that. This is interesting because it plays a little mind game with you in that you're going to hit way more reps than you normally would with this deck, because you're thinking one card at a time, if that makes sense. I'll explain it here. So you're going to assign a suit. You're going to assign a suit to an exercise. The way that helps me remember it best is my A split is like the main exercises for each muscle group. So I call it like the Mike Tyson squat, because it's based on his picking up the cards off the floor concept. So you're squatting, you're kind of bending at the waist more, so you could hit your quads on the squat, and then your hamstrings with the bend as well. So it's kind of a front and back exercise. So I give that parts. So for each card that I pull that's a heart, you're going to do that many that's on the card. So obviously all face cards are 10. 9 is 9, you get it. Spades are going to be push-up. So push-up, like I was mentioning earlier, your your primary muscles are going to hit with a push-up are chest, triceps, front delts. But because a push-up is in a way a plank, you're planking. If your form's good and you're engaging your core, you're engaging your quads, all of your abdominals. You're hitting those muscles I just mentioned, and even to an extent your glutes, your hamstrings. Those are part of bracing yourself. So secondarily speaking, you're hitting pretty much your whole body with a push-up. Oh, your back too. Your scapular, lats, stuff like that is engaged when you're pushing up. If your form's good, because those are going to stabilize your form. So your whole body's working to stabilize your form, which at the end of the day builds core strength. So spades or push-up. It doesn't matter what suit is what, because you could swap any of these. It's the same amount of cards. So that being said, I'll give clovers to pike push-ups, which are going to hit your side, front, little bit of our rear delt, but not so much. And then we'll give diamonds to what's called the elbow push-ups, which are you're hitting your back. You're primarily hitting your back with that. It's a cool exercise. It's a good way to hit back without any equipment necessary. So that's what we're going to go with. And then I'll just say, for your first time, just get through as much of the deck as you can. Like I said, because you're doing it with cards, you're going to do way more reps than you normally would. It's not, your mind limits yourself when you tell yourself, okay, 3 sets, 10 reps each. But you don't feel that need to give up when you're trying to finish each card. So that's the beauty of it. So I'll just do a quick little demonstration. So you put the card here, pull your first one, right? 3 of hearts. So we're doing 3 of these. So I go all the way down, make sure to bend. 1, 2, 3. Fill it, quads, fill it, hammies, good stuff. Pull the next card. Diamonds. So if I remember correctly, we gave diamonds to the back workout. So the back workout, like I mentioned, we are hitting all parts of our body. So this is, make sure you have your power pose. Let me explain that real quick. So it's part of form. So shoulders up, back, down. And then as long as you hold that, your form's going to be solid. You're going to lay on your back, your elbows are the point of contact, and you're just going to push up. And that's pretty much that. You're hitting you feel it in your back. I feel it a lot in my lats. What's the number again? 10 is okay. So when I push up off my elbows, I feel it in my rear delts. Sorry, I'm losing track as I'm doing this. But as far as where I'm at, but I feel it a little bit in my traps too. I think because I built that mind-body connection. As you come up, just squeeze, flex. It's a good back exercise. It mimics a row. If you see my hands, it's like you're rowing. And then as you come up to the top, you get a little bit of ab action too, in kind of holding yourself up.